Once again, my name is Gavin Dew from Build 2030. It's an honor to have you with us tonight, and it's an honor to have all of our candidates with us tonight. We're really excited about hosting you. We are also joined by many other elected officials and leaders, and I'd like to introduce a few of them really quickly, just acknowledge them that they're in the room. So please hold your applause until the end. With us we have, as far as I'm aware, Dave Hayer, MLA for Surrey Tynehead, Cash Heed, MLA for Vancouver Fairview, Gordon Hogue, MLA for Surrey White Rock, Doug Horn, MLA for Coquitlam Burke Mountain, Richard Lee, MLA for Burnaby North, Joan McIntyre, MLA for West Vancouver Sea to Sky, Ralph Sultan, MLA for West Vancouver Capilano, John Van Dongen, MLA for Abbotsford South, John Yap, MLA for Richmond Steveston and Minister of State for Climate Action. We also have the Honourable Stephanie Cadieux, Minister of Community, Sport and Cultural Development, the Honourable Mary Pollock, Minister of Children and Family Development, and the Honourable Margaret McDermott, Minister of Education, along with, I believe, Mayor Diane Watts of Surrey is here, Councillor Suzanne Anton of the City of Vancouver, School Trustee of the City of Vancouver Ken DeNike and Carol Gibson, as well as Federal MP Scott Bryson. Please give a round of applause for these folks, ladies and gentlemen. There are some pretty amazing people here in the room with us tonight, including all of you. In fact, as of last count, I think we've actually broken 1,000 people here. So, in fact, I could probably just keep introducing interesting people all night, and that might be fun. Somebody in this room tonight is very likely going to be the next premier. Many of you are here tonight, and you may be mystified by who is this random, strange organization that has brought you here. What is Build 2030? Why are we here? So Build 2030 is a brand new organization, literally 2 months old. We put it together in the last couple of months off the corners of a couple of dozen desks. This is our first event, and we couldn't be happier with the incredible response. Again, there are probably more than 1,000 people in this room right now. Thank you all for being here. Our mission is to engage British Columbia's next generation of leaders with public affairs, to help imagine the future of British Columbia. So why are we called Build 2030? We wanted a name that was constructive, a name that was forward-looking. We wanted to speak to the future, but to a foreseeable future, a future within reach. Think about it. What do you want BC to look like in 20 years? Decisions that are made today in business, in government, and in civil society will drive the future of our province. So our focus as an organization will be on engagement, education, and advocacy, working across sectors and communities to equip our generation with the knowledge and tools to be effective participants in shaping the future of British Columbia. The purpose of tonight's event is to create an opportunity for the next generation of leaders to connect with the next premier. Our goal, and I think we've been successful at it, was to bring together a group of people who might not otherwise be involved with the process and to give them an easy way to get to know all of the candidates and be part of the conversation. Because in a world of scarce resources, trade-offs, and difficult decisions, it's critically important that the next generation has a seat at the table, that we're part of the conversation. The conversation about policies that will define the economic competitiveness of our province. The conversation about how to sustainably fund and deliver world-class transportation, education, and healthcare. The conversation about the environment, how to meet the needs of today without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. The conversation about how to make sure government is efficient, accessible, and accountable. We want to make sure the conversation is driven by ideas rather than by ideology. So, for those of you who are wondering, we've structured tonight's event to maximize opportunities for conversation, which some of you are taking advantage of, and that's good. Here's how it's going to work, guys. The format is going to be a little different tonight. It's going to be a bit of an experiment, and we hope that you like it. You seem to be liking it already. So, if you want to see a politician talk at you, you can always turn on the TV or go online. So we're going to keep the speeches to a minimum and the personal interactions to a maximum. We want you to have a chance to connect personally with all of the candidates who are here tonight. When each of you, hundreds of people, registered for this event online, we asked you what question you would like to ask of each of the candidates for Premier. We gathered those questions, and we've distilled them down to a set of key themes, some of which I mentioned earlier. We've asked each of the candidates here tonight to address those key themes in a short speech. Why should the next generation care about politics and public affairs? Why the BC Liberals? Why you as a candidate? What makes you different? How will you spur economic growth and create an environment conducive to entrepreneurship? What's your approach to HST? How will you deal with the challenges and opportunities we face as a province, like healthcare, energy, and sustainability? What will you do with the carbon tax? How will you overcome the impasse over transportation funding? How will you ensure that we have an affordable and high-caliber education system? In short, what makes you the right choice for the next generation? Now, any politician who can't convince you to vote for them in 5 minutes or less shouldn't be a politician. So we're giving each of the candidates just 4 minutes to make their case, and we're going to hold them to it. Once we're done with that, we're going to get back to what this event is really about, conversation. We're going to get all the candidates and throw them back out on the floor to meet you, talk to you, and answer all of your questions personally and directly. So we're going to get underway now with the candidates, who will speak in a randomized order.